It's our Bridgeport Milling machine. It's got a variable speed head, it's got the 42-inch table, and this one's had a lot of upgrades. So it's had the 4-axis DRO system, so there's X, Y, knee and quill scale as well, all interfaced into this 3-axis console. And then it's got X, Y and Z power feeds as well. It's had a full regrind to the X, Y and Z axes, all new lead screws, all new nuts, loads of new parts, brand new spindle bearings of course, match super precision spindle bearings, reground spindle, absolutely loads of new parts in the variable speed head there to make it sound that quiet. It's absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through it manually now, and then I'll turn the machine on and let you see it running, and then please come down and see it for yourself in real life. Okay, so it's absolutely lovely. All new lead screws there and nuts, super smooth all the way across. Same with the Y-axis. Lovely and smooth all the way across there, absolutely beautiful. Fully reground beds there, scraped in gibs. Same with the knee, all new lead screws in the knee, new bearings and so on. Everything all beautiful there. Of course, there's no point doing the regrind without doing the new lube system, so the lube system's been almost completely replaced. Brand new pipes, brand new distribution valves, as in metering units. All the pumps been serviced, it's all working great to keep the machine obviously running in good condition. Okay, so powering up now. I'm going to power all 3 power feeds on at once, just so it's quick and easy, so you can see them all running for one together, so there's no power issues. But obviously you wouldn't really do it in normal production, you know. Okay, so power feed on the X, the Y and the Z all together. As you can see, they're all variable speed, so you can vary the speed right the way down to almost nothing, and you can rapid override with this button on the top. Take your finger off, it goes back to feed again. All the handles here are safety handles as well, so when they're in power feed mode they just spin, so nice and safe for you. All these stops, move the stops to wherever you need them to be. There's hidden stops underneath there, so just don't take them out, don't let anyone take those out, but move them up and down wherever you like and you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so moving on from the bottom end now to the variable speed head and the quill, so we're going to test both of those together. Firing up on the head, and you can hear that's running about 1500 RPM, it's lovely and smooth. All the way down to 500 RPM, lovely and quiet. And that's up to the top, 3000 RPM. We spend a lot of time on the head, a lot of parts and a lot of time to make them sound that good. In reverse now, it's just as quiet in reverse. That's about 1000. And that's 2400. Hit the brake just to show you it does work. Right, I'm going to swap from high range to low now. Before I do that, I'm just going to move this handle out the way and push this handle in, turn and make sure it's locked in at the back there before you fire up. And here it's just as quiet in low range. And that's back down to about 70 RPM, which is the lowest. 150, about middle range, and to the top 280. Hit the brake just to show it works, and then reverse, just as quiet in reverse. That's about the middle, and that's the slowest. Okay, so changing from low to high now. Before I do that, I'm going to go to the neutral range. When the lever's about here, it's in neutral, so you can clock up any PCDs or anything you need to do, and then bring it back to high range. Make sure it's locked in before we fire up. It fires up just fine. So we're running around 1400 RPM, and we're going to engage the feed, the quill now. Make sure the lock's off before you engage. And you see it feeds down just fine. Just make sure your table isn't too close before you engage that feed as well. Okay, in reverse now. You see it feeds up just fine. Should be able to see that on the Z it's given a readout, and that's from this scale here. That's the quill scale. Okay, so I'm going to reverse it again. Feed down. For every spindle speed you've got 3 different feed rates. So that's the highest, that's the slowest, and that's the medium just there. And they're all working great. Okay, so there's also a quill lock, so bring it all the way up to the top, lock the quill off, and that locks the quill nicely for you. This is a quick position handle, a really nice handle. So yeah, please come down and see it for yourself in real life, and thanks very much for watching.